wooden beams creak soft tonight. The stars are lost beyond the white. A kettle hums, the fire breathes slow, and I forget what waits below. You smile beneath the blanket's fold. The night feels young, the world feels old. In this cabin in the snow, time forgets the need to go. Every moment melts like fire. Every breath becomes desire. The window fogs, your name appears. You trace it twice and then it clears. Outside the pine trees bow and bend, but in this room there is no end. No voices, no roads to run, only hearts that beat as one. If tomorrow calls us down, we'll leave our footprints where we're found. Cabin in the snow, hold me still while winter bends to love's own will. The world may fade, but here I know I'm home inside this snow.
Vinyl spins, the crackle hums. Soft jazz beneath the fire drums. You stir the cocoa slow and neat. A quiet rhythm, bittersweet. The snow keeps dancing on the pane. Our laughter hums a slow refrain. Cocoa and vinyl in the dark. The room's aglow, the air a spark. Let the world keep turning slow. We've got warmth and falling snow. Candle flickers, shadows waltz. Our silence smooth without a fault. The record skips, we hum along. Our hearts keep perfect time in song. If the storm outside should grow, we'll let the fire take control. Every note and every sigh melt the winter passing by. Cocoa and vine just our simple joys.
Frost whispers on the glass, a story of the nights that passed. I trace the echoes with my hand and feel your warmth across the land. Though snow may fade and winds may bend, the memories will never end. Echoes of frost, soft and low, remind me of the love we know. In every flake, a tender trace of quiet nights and your embrace. The fire's embers dim to gray, yet in my heart they softly stay. The pine still hums, the cabin waits for stories left by frozen fates. And if the spring should come too fast, I'll treasure winter shadows cast. Echoes of frost linger still in hollow woods and icy hill. Though seasons change, I'll hold it close, the warmth of you I cherish most.
Snowflakes fall on the window pane, whisper soft like your name again. The fire hums our favorite tune, filling the dark with shades of gold and blue. Every breath is slow, the world feels small. Outside it's cold, but I have it all. Firelight and coffee in my hand, dreams melting slow like winter sand. disappears. In this cabin world, I'm yours, my dear. Woolen socks and stories untold, your laughter warmer than the coals. Steam dances between our eyes. Time stands still where the ember lies. If the snow won't stop, let it fall. We've got fire and love, that's all. Firelight and coffee in my hand, you and me till the night expands. Outside may freeze, but here it goes, in the warmth that only winter knows.
The fire hums a velvet tune, the shadows dance beneath the moon. Barefoot steps across the floor, your hand in mine, we need no more. The clock forgets to count the time, our hearts are drunk on rhythms rhyme. Each spark becomes a fleeting star, falling softly where we are. Outside the wind may weep and call, but here we've built our quiet wall. No storm can find us, no chill can break this first light breaks through frost and pine, a gentle glow, a quiet sign. The snow retreats, the shadows fade, the world awakes from night's parade. The air is crisp, the sky so clear. I feel your presence lingering near. First light through pine, soft and warm. The morning breaks the winter storm. Every branch, every frozen stream reflects the ending of a dream. Footsteps crunch on melting snow. The river hums, the ice lets go. I breathe it in, the world renewed. A fleeting peace, a softened hue. If all that's past could stay this way, I'd keep the night, I'd keep the day. Yet time moves on, the frost will thaw, and life returns without a flaw. First light through pines, I hold it near. The warmth of love that brought me here. And as the day begins to gleam, I carry winter in a dream.
Last snowfall drifts from gray, a gentle end to winter sway. I'll watch it fall upon the trees, a fleeting hush, a whispered breeze. Every flake a memory of what was ours and used to be. Last snowfall, soft and slow, a quiet grace I'll always know. It wraps the night, it wraps the day, before the frost melts away. Footsteps vanish in the white, yet in my heart the glow's alight. The cabin stands with walls of pine, a home for winter, yours and mine. And if the cold should return again, I'll remember snow, I'll remember when last snowfall linger near, a frozen love that feels sincere. And as it melts beneath the sun, I hold the peace that we have won. Letters in the heart, I found your letters in the drawer. Words I can't read anymore, their edges curled by time and flame. Yet every line still speaks your name. Firelight dances, ink dissolves, but still my heart, it never solves. Letters in the heart, burning slow, love and ashes softly glow. A piece of me lost to smoke and memory. The snow outside begins to fall, I hear your echo through it all, a whisper caught between the sides, smoke that fades into the skies. Maybe some words were meant to fade, to find that peace in warmth we made. And though they burn, they still return as lessons that we had to learn. Letters in the heart, I know you're somewhere warm beyond the snow. Our stories end, but even so, they live within the heart's soft glow. Midnight hums a low refrain. The stars are slow, the snow's insane. The logs collapse, the cinders sigh, a quiet hymn beneath the sky. The shadows stretch along the wall, I trace their shape, I hear your call. The warmth still glows, a golden seam between what's real and what's a dream. The world beyond feels cold and far, but peace remains right where we are. A fragile spark, a steady flame, it burns without a need for name. At the midnight hearth I lay my fear. The fire's breath draws you near. Ash and smoke, but love remains. A quiet pulse beneath my veins. The night won't end, it only bends to keep this warmth that never ends. At the midnight hearth, I'm home again. Safe from the snow, safe from the rain. The clock forgets its steady sound. The fire speaks where words aren't found. A single spark climbs through the air, and I can almost see you there. The chair still creaks, the world's asleep. I guard the glow I want to keep, and though the wind may howl outside, the heart stays still, the soul abide. If morning comes and shadows fade, I'll thank the fire for what it made. A world within, so pure, so wide, where love and warmth forever hide. At the midnight heart, I'll stay until the stars all drift away, and in that glow, both old and new, the fire still burns for you.
The fire's gone, the ashes fade. Morning light through branches swayed. The world reborn in shades of white. After dreams of you last night. Every breath feels clean, brand new, but still it smells like yesterday and you. Morning after snow, so still, so slow, whispers of warmth where the embers glow. I hold my cup and watch the sky and wonder how the past says goodbye. tonight. The stars are lost beyond the white. A kettle hums, the fire breathes slow, and I forget what waits below. The fire's whisper fades to ash, a soft goodbye that doesn't crash. Your eyes are quiet, your hands still near, and time folds in between our tears. The clock won't stop, but let's pretend the night will never have to end. Stay until the fire sleeps, till the last light softly weeps. When the embers turn to gray, please don't turn away. The room still hums with words unsaid. The smoke curls up like things we've shared. Your voice, a ghost within the flame, calling softly just my name. Love is quiet when it leaves, but tonight let's just believe. The cold outside can have the dawn, but not this warmth we've drawn. Stay until the fire sleeps. Let it guard the love it keeps. When the world forgets this night, I'll still see you in the steam on the window, breath on the glass. The night stands still as the hours pass. Coffee cools on the wooden tray. Dreams like smoke drift far away outside. The snow begins to rise. Soft halos form beneath street lights. The clock ticks slow, the world's asleep, and I have promises to keep. Each drop of rain, each ghost of air reminds me love once lingered there, but now it's peace that fills the space, the quiet warmth of your embrace. Steam on the window, time stands still. The fire hums beneath the sill. Your memory drifts in shades of you'll stand alone. Steam on the window fades away, but love still hums where embers stay. And I, with coffee and the hue, find winter's hard because of you.
Snowdrops bloom along the trail. A subtle warmth begins to pale. The frozen ground starts to breathe, and so do hearts that winter sheathe. The cold retreats, the light returns. The softer fire within me burns, thawing hearts, slow and true, melting ice that once we knew. Every flake becomes a stream flowing into the golden dream. Footprints fade on the river's edge, but memories linger like a pledge. The cabin sleeps in morning's glow, a place where time moves soft and slow. If warmth can grow from frost decay, then spring can heal what winter frayed. Thawing hearts breaking through, the snow dissolves, revealing you. And as the morning paints the sky, I let the past breathe. Say goodbye. The last candle burns, the candle flickers, shadows play. The words we didn't mean to say. Outside the snow keeps drifting down. Inside no sound, no one around. We built this fire from broken dreams, but now it fades in quiet streams. The last candle burns, the night turns cold, stories end, where hands let go in the glow. silence feels too real. The flame bends low, a final sigh, as shadows whisper soft goodbye. No tears tonight, no bitter word, just quiet hearts that both have heard. When morning comes, we'll both have learned how love still glows as candles burn. The last candle burns, yet I still know warmth remains beneath the snow. And though the dark may take its turn, my heart remembers as candles You smile and the world grows still. No need for words, no need for will. The air between us softly hums like snow before the morning comes. The fireplace hums, the kettle sighs. The light reflects in both our eyes. And in that silence warm and deep, our hearts say things we'll never speak. Every pause, every breath we share is love that lingers in the air. No letters left, no lines to learn, just warmth that waits for our return. The quiet between words, that's where we are. A space so small, yet feels so far. No song can hold what silence gives. A stillness where our spirit lies. The quiet between words, so true. That's where I always find you. The snow keeps falling past the frame. The world forgets its need for names. A clock ticks soft but not for long, for peace is found where we belong. The air is thick with tender light. It wraps the soul, it holds us tight. We sit, we breathe, the world unwinds, and everything just falls in line. Maybe love was never loud, but whispered slow beneath a shroud. A touch, a sigh, a knowing glance, enough to make the heart still dance. The quiet between words, that's where we are. A space so small, yet feels so far. No that's where I always find you. Silver trees in frozen sleep. The mountain hums a lullaby deep. Your breath fogs the glass so slow and writes the words I used to know. Through the frosted window I see your shadow glow. The world is wide and far, but love is all we know. Candles flicker on wooden beams. Our laughter blends with distant dreams. Snowflakes fall like whispers near, but inside your voice is all I hear. Let the cold keep knocking. We're not answering tonight. In your eyes I find my home under this quiet light. Through the frosted window, the fire paints your soul. Outside it's all frozen still, but here I'm finally whole.
Under the winter sky so wide, we stand where silence dares to hide. Your breath, a cloud that meets with mine. Two hearts beating out of time. Stars above, they seem to wait as if they know our frozen fate. Under the winter sky we dream of what forever used to mean. The world asleep, but we remain. Two sparks against the falling rain. You whisper low, your voice a flame. It burns the dark, it speaks my name. The snow collects upon your hair, and I forget the world out there. If love could live where seasons die,
that came and went, your name still soft beneath my hand, like snow that falls but doesn't land. The ink had bled, the lines had blurred, but I remember every word. A story frozen in the air of how it felt when you were there. The candle burns, the shadows lean, the night replays what might have been. And though the years drift far and slow, my heart still writes where you would go. Winter letters never mailed, through every storm they still prevailed. Each word a spark, each thought a flame, carved in frost it spells your name. Winter letters, soft and true, the snow remembers me and you. And even if you never knew, each breath I take still writes to you. The snow outside begins to glow, reflecting things I'll never show. A single tear, a single sigh, both fade before the morning sky. But somewhere in the cold and white, these words find warmth, they find their light. And even though you're far away, my letters drift where hearts still stay. Maybe love was never lost, it just sleeps beneath the frost. And when spring finds the world anew, these words will bloom, all for you. Winter letters folded tight, I leave them here by candlelight. And as the snow begins to fall, I send you love through it all.
The river starts to hum again. The ice begins to break and bend. The snow retreats, the sky turns white, and spring knocks softly from outside. But here inside the warmth remains. Your laughter echoing through the panes. Winter's